Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's video I am sharing with you my absolutely favorite banana bread recipe with butterscotch chips. Yes, you heard that right. It makes it so decadent and delicious and I highly recommend it, and that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. So I'm taking 3 older bananas that I had in my freezer and I am just squishing them up and stirring them really well, and they'll make like a paste almost, and that's when you know it's ready to add the rest of your ingredients. Okay, so I forgot to say this was 3 large bananas. And here I am adding 1 egg, and then you're going to need to add some sweetener. I do 1 cup of white sugar. You could probably do half a cup because the bananas are super ripe, so they're very sweet already. But I do 1 cup of white sugar. You could do any sweetener you like. Honey would be wonderful, brown sugar. And then I add about a half a stick of melted butter to the batter, and then I do 1.5 cups of flour, and that was plenty for 3 bananas. I forgot that I also put in a teaspoon of baking soda right before I add my 1.5 cups of flour, and then I just mix it really well. I put it in a greased, obviously a greased bread pan. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Mine is glass, so it is kind of worn and old, but it works perfect. So I put it in my greased glass pan and I cook it at 325. If I want to cook it slow, I cook it at 325, and it will take about an hour and 5 minutes. Or I cook it at 350 for about 45 minutes. Usually I prefer 325 for about an hour to an hour and 5 minutes. At the most is like an hour and 10 minutes. So once I have incorporated all my flour, I'm going to add the butterscotch chips to it. I don't know what made me do this one day. Normally people add like chocolate chips, or you could even do peanut butter chips, but I happen to have some leftover butterscotch chips and I really wanted to use them up before they went bad, and I figured, you know, no different than putting maybe like caramel in my banana bread, and I just added it and I loved it, and it gave it this sweet caramelized taste to it. And I always add a few extra on top, and it will make your banana bread look a little darker, but it's not burnt or anything. It just caramelizes the butterscotch, and I so recommend trying this. I think you will absolutely love it and you will not regret it. Now I get my I get my butterscotch chips from Aldi's, and they're like $1.74 at Aldi's. So here I am probably mixing in about 1/4 of a cup at a time. So I do about a half a bag in the actual mixture itself, and then a couple on top. Now, I personally like to really spray my bread pan really well, just because it isn't non-stick, just so nothing sticks to it, and this usually works really good. I just get this butter spray from Aldi's for like $1.99, and I spray it really well around the sides, and it slips right out when I am done cooking it. I usually will cook it, like I said, for an hour and 5 minutes. I'll let it cool for 10 minutes, and then I'll transfer it to like a rack and let it continue to cool. Sometimes we can't wait too long and we like to dig in it while it's really warm. And I often will serve this with a little bit of butter on top, and I'll tell you the best way to try it is with a little bit of cream cheese on top. I'll have to share my zucchini bread recipe when it's closer to summer because I love zucchini bread with a little bit of cream cheese on top. But anything, you could eat this plain for breakfast, for a little snack at lunch, anything would be delicious. This is what it looks like after. It is so crispy and delicious, and I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down below. I will put the actual measurements in the description, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you take a second to subscribe, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye.